Hey guys, today's video is all about hydration and how you show up for people, because if you didn't know, now you do. So there's going to be a new flavor, a new twist to the videos that I'm doing, because I recently found out that, one of my passions is actually reviewing things for you guys. I test things out, I buy stuff, sometimes I get the stuff for free, the company send them to me, and I want to give you honest reviews, but I don't want to stop doing the other stuff, Some people might call it motivation, some people might call it inspiring, but I don't want to stop doing that. So we'll see how this works. Like, this is going to be the first one. It's kind of like a review plus motivation. So let's just get started. So the product is Lab Series Skincare for Men, and it's the solid water essence. This is the it's like a liquid, it's like a gel. It's like a gel, and you're supposed to put it all over your face. But what I like doing is just putting it under the eyes. It is an instant hydrator, right? Summer's coming on. The sun, the heat, I walk to and from the gym, and when you just walk outside, the sun really has an effect on your skin. And guys, we're super bad, especially guys, we're super bad at taking care of our skin, and it shows. I mean, it literally shows on your face when you're hydrating, when you're moisturizing, when you're taking care of it. So if you got ladies in your life, ask them, like, do I look like a piece of old worn leather, or, is my face nice and, plump and looking good? If you find that the response is you're a little on the dry side, and you can feel it yourself, you can see it, right? I would give this a shot. They are not sponsoring this video, but they did send this to me, and I absolutely love it. It's the solid water essence. If you have a guy in your life, this is totally a gift to give them, because who doesn't want nice, moisturized, hydrated skin? This is some great stuff here. You should totally give it a shot. I want to talk to you about how you occur to people in their lives, how you show up for them. And so for a while, I'm going to say for a very, very long time, I'll admit it, it's a little bit shameful, but once you admit it, it sets you free. So how I was showing up for my husband was basically a Debbie Downer. I was showing up as a reminder of how not successful he was. I was showing up as the person in his life that would point out failures. I was showing up for him in a way where, he wouldn't ask for advice. He wouldn't, come to me with issues, problems, and that's the way I was occurring. And not to give an excuse, but I think the reason why was because I had my own stuff going on. I had my issues, I had work stress, I had, I'm not where I'm supposed to be, I'm this age, and things aren't happening for me. So I think, like, the stress that I was going through, it was manifesting in his life as Debbie Downer, right? And so we both took these linguistic courses. You've heard me talk about this all the time, that life happens in language. And so what you say, you put out, and you manifest, and the universe responds to it, right? So every time I would say stuff like, you're not getting enough clients, like, your photography business is at a standstill. It was like I was a jumbotron with these signs flashing across his life and our lives, because it was affecting it, and nothing was happening. Like, things were at a standstill. His photography business was basically non-existent. And I know he doesn't mind me saying this, he was getting maybe 1 to 2 clients a month. And we took these classes, we took these linguistic classes, and as soon as we really, really understood the power of language and the power of a declaration, we turned all that around, because I saw how I was presenting myself to him, and that's not who you want in a partner. So I was like, I need to turn this thing around quickly. And I didn't realize what an impact I was having on his life, on my life, on our life. And so I changed the language. And it was like we created abundance. It was just like German, I created a chart for him, because I'm the very visual person. And so I wanted him to see. And so I did the 12 months on the chart, and I wrote down, okay, in January you had 1 client, in February you had 2 clients, in March he had 0 clients, and at this point we were in April? No, we were in May. So in April he had a boost. He had like around 6, 7 clients, I'm not sure. But in May, after we did this, you're not gonna believe it. He had, so the previous month I think he had like 6 or 7. So in May, he had 10 clients, all right? So that was an increase. And we were both like, you know, like, wow, this is like really cool, right? July, he went from 10 to 15, right? And then in August, it kept increasing. Like this month is his all-time high, which I know he's gonna break next month. He's gonna break the record. And so I tell you, I share this story with you because how you occur to people affects them and it affects you. So I want you to be aware how powerful your words are. And the thing is, I didn't even realize, I thought I was motivating. Like, yo, you only had 1 client in January. Like, what are you gonna do about it? That was definitely not a motivating technique. So I changed the ways and voila, so many good things are happening. So I know that I am not the only one. It's the power of language. It's the power of declaring what you want and then it manifests, right? So it's not magic. It's not like you sit there and you're just like, oh, I want this to change. You have to take action. You know, he was still out there networking and I was updating his website and things like that. So the action was in the equation, but it worked. It changed things. And currently he's taking care of the household, which is an absolute amazing miracle. It's a miracle. And it's only gonna get better because what we're declaring, what we're manifesting, what we're putting out there is just abundance and wealth and happiness and spirituality and love. So yeah, take it from me. Don't be that Debbie Downer in your relationship. Be careful of your words and see how you are occurring in people's lives. This is the thing about taking an introspective, reflective look into your life, is you really have to have that awareness of how am I occurring to people. And the best way, the absolute best way to know how you're occurring to people is to ask them. If you're interested in seeing how you occur in people's lives, here's a little guide. You can ask them these 5 questions. Number 1, what are some of my strengths? Because that will tap into how they see you and what your superpowers are. Number 2, what are some of my weaknesses? This is where people get uncomfortable, because if your relationship is truly, truly rocky, if your relationship is not based on 100% truth, it might not come out at that point. See, even though I was occurring to German in such a crappy way, we still have that foundation of honesty and that foundation of truth. So he was able to tell me, this is how you're coming across to me. These are some of your weaknesses. Question number 3 is, what does everyone know about me? This is a really interesting question, because here you get to find out like what the world thinks of you and how you think of yourself. It's a really powerful question. Question number 4 is, what can people count on me for? And question number 5 is, what can people never count on me for? And again, with the negative ones, people get a little uncomfortable, but just, give them some space, but it also lets you know how your relationship, is flowing with them. So guys, I hope that this encourages you to reach out to those that you love, to find out how you occur to them, what is it that you bring into their lives, so you can just improve on it, right? I mean, we all want to give extra love, extra kindness, extra abundance in any way, shape, or form that we can, especially to the ones that we love. So I challenge you to do these interviews because it's only going to strengthen your relationship, whoever it is that you're interviewing. And remember, I'm here to make your life sexier.